Hey everyone, on today's Be Healthistic, we're doing a special Ask the Doctor segment where we answer your questions. Today's question is, the chronic stress I'm under has really upset my stomach. What can I do to calm it back down? This is such an important question because so many of us are under chronic stress these days. We have the pandemic, we have all the things that are happening in the world right now. There's so much stress that we're all under, and it's consequently affecting our digestion. And this is because, in our nervous system, we have our autonomic nervous system, which has two branches. The sympathetic nervous system is what basically drives you to get stuff done. So for example, if you've got a deadline or you're in your car and someone's coming right at you and you have to maneuver really quickly to get out of the way, that's your sympathetic nervous system coming online. And that's when you release cortisol and other stress hormones like epinephrine. And so it really gets your body moving. Now, when you're under chronic stress, which we all are right now, we're in like a sympathetic dominant state. So this is when your body's pumping out a lot of cortisol and epinephrine, norepinephrine, like I mentioned. And this is not good long-term because when you're in a sympathetic state, you are not digesting your food as well as you should be. Now, in order to have proper digestion, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated. And this is the rest and digest system of the autonomic nervous system. And this is really important to activate before and while you eat because the nerves innervating your stomach and your digestive system will be stimulated when you're in a more parasympathetic state, which is going to help release enzymes to help you break down your food more effectively. So what I like to recommend is that when you're sitting down to a meal, I want you to look down at your plate. And a lot of people either give a prayer, a lot of people give thanks, a lot of people just are in an appreciative mood or an appreciative state where they give thanks for all the food that they have on their plate and for all the farmers that brought them that food. By doing that, you're setting up a parasympathetic state for your nervous system. So whenever you're there in front of your meal, turn off the news, turn off the TV, turn off anything that's causing upset for you or is irritating you or is causing stress. And that includes having stressful conversations. So if you're with a coworker or something, or you're having a tiff at the dinner table where there's lots of stress being talked about and just kind of uncomfortable situations, you might want to change the subject a little bit because really even talking about pleasant things can even affect your digestion. And so when you're about to eat that food, like I said, give thanks, give a prayer, be appreciative for what is in front of your plate, and then start eating slowly. So that means chewing your food really, really well. And I can't emphasize that enough because in today's stressed society, what we do is we just shovel food in our mouth. We're either watching the news or in our car and or just mindlessly eating our food. And so I really want you to become very conscious, very mindful of when you eat your food and make sure that you're chewing your food enough, because that is the first step in proper digestion, is really chewing your food so that you release amylase in your mouth, and then the whole digestive process is started thereafter. Now, in terms of other things that you can do, there's certain supplements that you can take that can actually help facilitate digestion better, digestive enzymes being one of those. If you're having an upset stomach, then something like glutamine, or there's demulcent botanicals out there like slippery elm or marshmallow root. There's certain nutrients like zinc carnosine that can help. Another herb is DGL, which it comes from licorice, that can help soothe an upset stomach. Chamomile tea, peppermint tea. There's different teas you can consume as well. So there's lots of things that you can sort of add on board to help calm things down and to alleviate some of that tension that you might be feeling in your stomach. And lastly, I'll suggest other lifestyle things. So de-stress, whatever that means for you. If there's just taking time for yourself, a lot of self-care, going for walks out in nature, going for a run, exercising, whatever it is for you that helps you de-stress, I would suggest doing that because everything is connected, right? This is a whole mind, body, gut connection that we have here. And you need to really decrease stress in your life in order to have optimal digestion. So I hope you learned a lot here. And we'll talk to you soon.